Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, I've got 4 of these cloth containers. They're 56 litre pots, the cloth pots, and it's these have had no extra fertilisers, just my homemade compost and the liquid plant foods. I had 4 containers, each with 4 potatoes in. And I have been robbing one of the other ones for the odd potato, but I do need a whole bag now. I always pull them out this way, and I have been doing on when they get to this sort of stage, I pull them out anyway, so the rot's getting to about there. But that is still good, so it won't affect the potatoes. I've used the wood chips to retain the moisture, and they'll just go into excuse me guys. This will all end up in the strawberry towers, and this is the first year ever that I haven't had blight on the potatoes, so that is really good. We get a blight-free year. We only get those with the droughts, when it's warm but not moist. The blight spores love it when it's those conditions. But it is nice not to have to. I haven't sprayed at all this year because the long range forecast did say we was going to have a nice summer. You never know whether you're going to believe it or not, but that's saved me £3. Bit of muck there still. I'll get those in the bag. I'll get them weighed. I was a little bit enthusiastic getting such a big bag, but there is £3, £3.5. So realistically that's less than £1 per tuber. But it's quality, not quantity. It hasn't cost me nothing. These were my save seed. I always like to give my potatoes a good clean before I leave the plot. And well, William, I've got one of these. Very clean potatoes. Happy with them. Let's go and have a look at my carrots. Now these are the Nantis 5. They were sown on the 7th of May this year, and the weather has played havoc with them. I haven't successfully sowed because of the amount of cold weather that we've had. Hot weather, dry, just been one of those seasons. So I have sowed some buckets with the sweet candle in. See what you can see, what you can't see. As always, I bring the carrots to the other allotment, so the carrot root fly will get a good whiff of this, and they do smell nice. No wonder they pop over and lay their eggs on them. So they get brought across to this allotment, well away from all my other carrots. Hopefully the other plot holders don't mind. They do look nice really for a small container. I'll just get these cleaned up and we'll see what we've got. That wasn't such a good idea. Doesn't work so well with carrots. William isn't laughing, but William Coleman has always used that toilet brush. He's got a bigger one than mine by the looks of it, but cameras do lie. So they've washed off nicely. Well, again, I'm pleased with those, from the smallest to the largest. It's a nice little haul there, and as I've said, I like to clean the vegetables on the plot. It leaves the soil at the allotment and not down the kitchen sink. So let's look what's left to reveal on the potato side. The potato in a bucket of stones. Now it's done quite well, it's still growing, so we'll leave it be. That will be something really nice to look forward to. Hashtag small potato challenge. This is the normal sized Marfona potato. It'll be interesting to see one potato versus 4 like we've just revealed as well. To the pea-sized potato, which is the small one, and look at the amazing growth on that. London Worms did an excellent reveal on his small potatoes. He put 4 in a bucket, this is just 1. I can't believe it. And they're actually producing the pods. That's interesting. But yeah, we've got this one to come as soon as that one's died off. Pentland Javelin, first Earlies. This pot went full term, everything's died back. This was the 80-day Pentland Javelin reveal. I replanted the haulms back into the ground, complete with everything, just took all the big potatoes off. We got 1.3 pounds. It'll be interesting to see what we get from compared to that one, adding the 1.3 on. But that's still remarkably well, considering that it was repotted. This is where the Marfona just come from, and when I lifted it up I found the smallest frog you've ever seen, and that went into the pond. So we've got, that's pot 2. Pot 3, I've already took some out, just delve down. That's how I harvest my potatoes normally. I'll just dig down, harvest a few, cover it back up. That's pot 4. This is the purple variety, unknown variety, that we got off this plot 2 years ago. There's 4 tubers in there, and this is the white kidney shaped variety. Again, we found 2 seeds on this plot. I grew them last year. I saved 4 and we put 4 back in there, and it's still trying to grow. Just a quick look at the leeks on the other plot. I've separated them. There's 6 pots on this plot. You've seen 3 on the other plot on my last video, and they're looking very, very healthy. And these are planted directly into the compost that I find at the side of the road, and all I've done is rejuvenated it with my liquid plant food concentrate, not mixed, just the whole solid concentrate. I might move these 2 away from the grapevine, because as you can see the grapevine's climbing all around it. And there's the final 2. And if you remember, on one of my 1-minute tips that you're on my playlist, oh yeah, oh, something in the way. There's another shoot of asparagus. I think I would have had more asparagus by letting this go to seed than what I would if I'd harvested it all within the 6 weeks. I might try that next year, because it keeps shooting. So it's one to think about. Morning glories. They've been giving me a nice good show, and they're giving plenty of shade to the harbour as the sun sets in the west. Shop bought cherry tomatoes. They look exactly like they would do when they're displayed in the little trays. They've done quite well here, not so well in the polytunnel, but it has been very, very warm. If you remember, I saved the Gigantimo seeds. It's an F1, and I've had no luck whatsoever. They're not doing any good, so the F1 seed is definitely getting its own back on me. Shop bought one again. Just started to ripen on there. And the money makers, if you remember, in my greenhouse at home, I might try and see if but it looks more like a Christmas tree. The leaves are going directly up. I'm not sure whether you're actually getting that. But I will leave a little clip at the end. But as you can see, they're going up instead of coming out. So I don't know whether that's because I've saved the seed. What do you think? Happy gardening to you all. Thank you very much for your comments, subscriptions, likes and shares. And it's just gone 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been a 6-mile run, so I thought I'd get up here early to get those potatoes out before it gets too warm again. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now. Very peculiar. Ta-ra for now.